Hello, Earth. Welcome to the 11th episode of Making Cell, a series of videos where I record myself designing and implementing a programming language and environment called Cell. So, Cell is fully open source, so you can actually just understand what it is starting at this point, which is the GitHub repository, or you can go to the first episode of the series and pick it up from there. So yesterday we left it off in a pretty cool place, which is this looks like nothing, but if you've been tuning into the previous episodes, it's already something here. We are inching our way, or maybe even faster than that, towards something that is working and getting implementing get calls, and then hopefully we're able to also put things in there. And we had an idea of how the interface would look like. So yesterday, if I remember correctly, I left it at the get. I think we had fixed the get. And let me just open the code that makes this thingy here. So yes, we have a bunch of functions. And the idea is that we're going to be able now to send commands to it and get response. Sorry, not commands. We're going to be able to send calls and then get responses to those calls, starting with a simple get call, and then moving on to a put call, which actually puts data in the dataspace. So that's where we start. This is the code. And the last thing I was running yesterday was, yes, this is working. Yeah, so I think we can actually do a bit of interface here. So here's the thing, and I'm just going to jump straight into it. So the thing is that I want to this call that I want to save the latest call that I sent to Cell within the dataspace. I want to save it there, and then not just save the call, also save its response. So how would that look like? Because we will have the UI, right? We'll have basically a text area, and then where you can just send a command. I mean, actually, let's just draw it because it's faster to do it than to describe it. So it would be something like this. Just put a couple BRs, like it's 1999, and then we do something like, yeah, I need a text area, say. Then we need a button which is going to say something like submit, and then I'm just going to get my result to the call, which would be, maybe I can put the submit below the button, and then I'm going to have something like a pre with the results. Response. I need to use the proper terms. I'm a bit tired, and I'm always a bit tired because I'm recording this. Is the last thing I do in my day, so saving the best for last. Something like this. I'm really annoyed at the lack of padding in this body, and I'm going to fix that right away. Let's just put here some style for mercy. Where do I put the CSS? At the top. At some point I'll get something better than this. This is body. Give me a padding of 30 pixels, something, so it's not bleeding in the edge. Yeah, okay, that's better. Yeah. Good. So now what? Actually, we only need padding left. That was bothering me. Better. So I have a call and a response. So actually, let me just do it like this. So call. I don't want this session to devolve into a bad CSS, a really bad CSS tutorial. So I need to be careful. But the idea is that here you're prepending this, like this is the result of, this is the call that you're sending, and then your response here is after an equal, so to speak. But I know I don't like this. It's just too different to this. That's just wrong. So we're not going to do it like that. We are going to have a little window that shows us here the, what are we going to call this this call, the one that we're doing. We can just call it last. Last is the last call. A few years ago I built a library, an asynchronous library in JavaScript, and I was basically passing values from one asynchronous function to the next. This was before async await, and I think I even started before promises, so it was quite a few years ago. And I was usually basically using this this thing called next, which was within an object. Sorry, not next. Sorry, last. It's like the last result. So we could actually reuse that term. I haven't come up with a better term in the last 10 years. So I actually am going to go with last. So we're basically going to store the last call you send to the cell in a place that we call last. Sure, let's do that. Okay, so what do we do next? We have get right now. The problem with storing something in the data space is that I have to implement put for that. I cannot, unless I want to just basically not modify the data space through calls, but that would be short-sighted. So yeah, how hard can it be to implement put? So get is this. It's a good 38 lines. It's not so small. So I wonder how put is going to be. So we're here. We know that this is a proper message. So if we say that message length is 0, then we just do something like cell, just do an empty text. Boom, easy. Now for the other part. So the idea would be, maybe it's easy, maybe it's really easy, and I'm just dragging my feet. So what you need to do in a put is you need to have this fork in the road. You either are overriding something that exists, at least partially. Let's say you want to put foo, and foo exists. So some of the lines, unless this is the exact same thing that you already want to put, like some of the lines concerning foo, you're just gonna delete, and then you're going to add the new thing that you bring in, right? That will be it. Yes. So if the thing is already there, you just find it in place where it is, you remove those lines, and then you put what you have. And the putting what you have is not just taking the command as is, it's also, you have to indent it a bit. Yeah. If you want to put full bar, well, if it's a single line, you don't have to indent anything really. Can we get away with single line? Because a few episodes ago I was saying, okay, I just need to do single line calls and no quotes, very limiting. But perhaps, I mean, you could do this thing one thing at a time, right? So maybe we could get away with it. So you just find, let's see if we can get away with it. For now, single line comments or calls. No quotes. Yeah. So you just find the line or lines you want to get, and then you remove them and you put the line that you're bringing. So for example, you say you're setting foo to 2. So you find these 3 lines, remove them, and then set foo to 3 in place. It's a replacement. Maybe it's easier. Yeah, I doubt it. But it would be funny if we could leverage get here. So we could do it like this. Check it out. I can already think of the corner case in my mind before I even write it, but this is what I'm thinking. Existing lines will be get. You get the message, right? Because the put is yeah, and the message is what? See, the people that use TypeScript right now are laughing at me because I say you don't even know what message is because you forgot about it, and I say yes, you're right. So here I'm passing a list. Okay, I'm passing a list. Okay, it wasn't that bad. So I'm passing a list. Whatever is passed here, I pass here. It should be okay. So I'm getting the existing lines, and then so I get a text here. So I'm just going to like this. By the way, if you don't get anything, you get an empty text. So we can do it like this. We get this, and then we split it by new line, and I think there's no errors inside here, so I will always get something. Yeah, I'll always get something. By the way, I'm listening to music, but you cannot hear it because I don't want to get copyright infringement blocks and whatnot. So I'll just paste the link and tell you what it is in case you want to listen along. So yeah, you just do the get, and if there are no existing lines, let's just go with the really easy version. Wrong. I just basically do local data space. I just add a new line. I'm not sorting things as I should, which is wrong. I will get to that in a bit. And I just add the message join space, and that's what she wrote. And I can what should the put return? If I remember the test case, respond, not return. This is not literally that I wanted to return that, to respond that. I would just say something like okay, right? Yeah. Boom, perfect. Something like that. There's no existing. No, wait. If there's no length here, because you get an empty string, you split it by new line, and then you get a list with 0 length. Otherwise, although I don't need the else, let's just put the else. You do data space. Sorry. Yeah. replace existing lines. Would this work? Yeah, with the new lines. Yeah, why not? I think it would work with the message. I mean, let's just try it. Boom, like that. We can actually do it like this. Yep. Return OK. Brrr. Boom. So we have the get and the put. Okay, so we're now going to write the let's say the interpreter. Ha. So what do we call it? We have a function that does this. It's called receive. Just receives a message. We don't have to write a new function. Let's just use that one. So I get the message. Instead of returning this one, if I have an error, what do? I just store it. So I'm going to do this. So I'm storing the result, and I'm just going to do put hosted by my own petard here. So well, the problem is I want to set a multi-line thingy with an at representing the call and an equal representing the result, that I can't. So let's just be punk rock and improve it from there. So we can do something like this. Last call, which is a type of thing that I will get rid of very soon. I just want to put and I have to call the functions raw directly instead of going through receive. Otherwise it would just have an infinite recurse here. It would be like put last call, and whatever I put here, which is the message. Sure, let's just do some ES5 JavaScript, sorry, ES6 or ES7. I'm too tired to do it in ES5. And then just put that, the last call, and then put last response. Yeah. And then we just do the result, of course. Wait, the result is going to be okay, which is fine. And the result could be a multi-line mess. I wonder how okay that's going to be. It's okay, let's watch it burn. It's all good. So now one more thing. And time flies when you're doing this stuff. So, although I started late today, what I want here is a view that shows me okay, let's do it like this. I want something that's called let's just do views main. Yeah, sure. And then I want something that is like views like a little window, or you know what, a cell. So you're gonna pass me a path here, and then I'm just going to do this dataspace function dataspace. So I'm just gonna get the actual response. It's gonna be get path, and then I'm just gonna return this div with it's gonna have like h3. This is your path, thank you very much, which is text, and then the pre with the response of the get call. And if you noticed, this is gonna go away. Well, if you couldn't notice because you're not reading my mind, but maybe I'm obvious enough. I hope I am. And here I can do something like this. We views cell. Give me everything there, please. And then I'm going to have the area for submitting the call. We can just start with this. The text area is going to do a call to this, on click, the button is going to call an event which is send, right? Send. We're sending a call. Send call, and then the value is going to be whatever is inside the text area. So I need to get that. So the way to do it, I mean, I could do it in Gatov properly, or I could do it I mean, you can just do it like this, right? So what's it, get value of text area or content interest. This is value. Wait, it's 2014. Same answer, yeah. No. Value. Just go with value. Send call, because it will be always the same one. So we're gonna call it call. No, this won't work, because if this thing gets redrawn, which it will, then I lose the state of the text area. No, I need to do it right. So it would be something like we have the call, the current call, and then when this thing changes, change set call to whatever is your value. I think this will work out of the bat. If I just look at the Gato documentation, yeah, value is text area. I need to pass the value. All right. So yeah, and the value is the call. So now it's all reactive. Good. Then just send a call, and then the call is what? The call. Boom. And it has to say submit here to do something. Now I need I think I picked a good album tonight for the moment. Send call, and what are we going to do here? We're going to get the actual call, and we're just going to console log it just to know what we're doing. Let's see. Yes, beautiful. What is the issue? Yeah. It's a no. I didn't like that. Okay. Call equals call or empty text. Okay. How can the call be an array? I don't get this at all. Oh yeah. I'm getting lost in my own museum. Okay, we're starting to get somewhere. This is a view of the entire thing. This worked. I'm just looking at everything there now. And let's say I just do something like put foo boom. All right, we're on a roll here. So what if instead of logging it, and I'm a bit fond of this thingy, so let's just I know I have it here, I have it in initialize. Good, I can always restore myself into that state. So let's just do receive yeah, receive put foo boom. Nothing. Okay, console log receive message. Let's just copy this. Okay, we are receiving it. So we could do something like results. It tells us what the hell is going on. Yeah. Put foo boom. We got an okay. So if we got an okay, wait a minute. Oh yeah, there's two problems. First of all, we are not saving the dataspace. We should set the database here. Silly goose. And this thing yeah. Yeah, move this, and then we just set this thingy to the dataspace. Yep. So that's one. The other one is that whenever I am setting the thing, I need to send a change event. So the dataspace, not a change, a set the dataspace to dataspace, so the view gets updated. Okay, let's try again. Okay, it's a mess, but what the hell is that? Look at these spaces, it's pretty cool. The problem is we never really tested the put, so we're getting a very interesting behavior here. to say the least. I'm gonna throw in the towel early today, but we are getting somewhere, because I'll tell you what I'm thinking of doing. Let's say now that put works as well as get did, we are able now to throw comments and see right away, when you click submit, you see right away how the data space changes. So let's just do a little shopping list for ourselves. We fix put, then we can actually fixing put is going to be nice. So you're already starting to see the last command that you did plus the rest of the data space. That's pretty cool. Then you can actually do something like add show and show to basically add more calls, to basically add more of this, because this is showing you everything, but maybe you only want to show one of them. So we can iterate that, and this would actually also change the data space. And I think we need to pay the price up front. We need to basically allow multi-line calls. I need to do this. But if you allow multi-line calls, and it's not going to be that much work, I think we should be in a really good state. The one thing we'd be missing is the quotes. Maybe I'll just do some background thinking tomorrow on the quotes, because if we implement the quotes and multi-line calls, we have everything. We don't have to be walking on eggshells anymore, and really build. And just basically we have you have this shell, right? We have had a shell since, I think it's the late 60s, 67, 68. I see this as a sort of shell where you throw one command at a time. Later we won't have to use the mouse anymore. You can actually use the keyboard, and you see your changes in real time, and those changes reflect the entire data space. And your shell also, for example, you could even have 2 shells if you wanted. Actually, that's stupid. You would need 2 shells, at least not that I can think of now, but you could have multiple cells where you're looking at different things. So I start to envision that you modify different parts of the program whenever you need them to be there, and it really all springs from here. So I'm excited, but we need to get these 3 things in. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Comments or questions are always very welcome. Be a human and just let me know what you think about this if you care to do it. Don't be shy. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.